guys, welcome back to the channel for another episode of In the Kitchen with Retro. And today I got a spin on a classic favorite, which is a grilled cheese sandwich, right? Everybody loves that. Well, I can't say everybody, but I think a lot of people do. Yeah, on its own it's great, or a lot of times you'd have it with either tomato soup or even chili. Like I like chili better than tomato soup. So I tell people about, dipping your grilled cheese in chili. And some people, they just knew for whatever reason, they never thought of that. They just knew, oh yeah, I knew tomato soup. I was like, well, to me it's great in chili. And again, I like chili better than tomato soup. Just tomato soup's just kind of, it doesn't have that much flavor. It's on the bland side. I like flavor, right? So anyways, yeah, my classic twist is today I'm going to be doing a buffalo pesto grilled cheese. Right? Sound interesting? Alright, stay tuned. Okay, so got everything I need right here. My bread. I'm using white bread today because to me that makes a good grilled cheese sandwich. It shows the grill marks better than the Ezekiel bread that I eat a lot. But here's my pesto I'm using. This is the Classico brand. Okay. And yes, buffalo pesto, which that means I found this cheese, Buffalo Jack cheese. It's Monterey Jack cheese with buffalo sauce somehow infused in it. So I was like, that could be interesting. So let's give it a whirl. And I of course got my butter here. Yes, I only use butter. I do not use margarine. From my research, butter is a lot better for you. And yes, the full fat butter. They say don't go low fat. They say that low fat thing was a lie. So they want, basically you go with the full fat stuff, you feel more satisfied, right? You don't, because basically when they do the low fat stuff, they strip all that out. They strip all that good stuff out. And whether it's butter, cheese, or milk, yogurt included. But anyways, here we go. Now I would recommend with the pesto cheese and the butter, especially with butter. If you're not familiar with butter, if you're used to margarine, okay, with margarine you can just take it out of the fridge and take your knife and spread it on the bread. I guess that's one of the pros, one of the positives about butter. You can do that. With butter, okay, butter is a little bit more stiff, okay, when it's in the fridge. So butter does better when you let it set out for a little bit. So I let everything set out here for at least 15 minutes, including the pesto and the cheese, because the cheese is going to melt better, right? It's going to melt better when it's not so chilled, okay? So yeah, so basically, and I got this skillet on. This is a hot skillet. Well, I got it on medium heat. It's on 5, so that's exactly medium. I'm actually going to turn it down to 4 now because I've had it on 5 for a little bit. It's fully there, okay? Because I've had that preheated. So yeah, basically what you do is got my pesto here. Just going to get my slices of cheese out. I'm excited to try this cheese, Buffalo Monterey Jack. I mean, I like Monterey Jack, but and then buffalo sauce on top of that. Sounds like it could be winter. So let's go ahead and get that cheese ready. Now, yeah, you do want, and again about your skillet, when doing a grilled cheese, really to me doing anything, whether you're frying a hamburger or whatever, you want that skillet hot before you put it in there. Number one, it creates a sear and seals in the flavor. And number two, if you do it the other way, if you start out with a cold skillet, a lot of times you're going to have it sticking and you're going to be fighting with it, doing this stuff. So we don't want that. Alright, so let's go ahead and butter our bread here. So I'm just using Kroger brand butter. This is with olive oil and sea salt, so that's even better because olive oil is good for you. Yeah, don't be too shy with the butter. I mean, you don't want to put too much on there, but you got to put enough to where, you know, because we're going to throw it down on some heat here, so you got to have a, you know, decent amount. I mean, you can't, you know, don't overdo it, but I don't know, guys. Can you guys see that? I'm trying to hold it so you can the angle. I mean, it's coated, right? So you want to do both of your both slices, because here's the thing: the butter goes on one side. All right, that's the side that's going to be down, you know, against the skillet. And then on the other side is going to be the pesto. And yes, I am going to use the same knife. I'm just going to get me a napkin here or a paper towel if you got it, and just like that, wipe that butter off. You do wipe it off good. There's no sense in dirtying another knife. Now, so I'm going to have to try to hold this right like this without getting the butter. You know, kind of hold it like that without getting the butter on my, you know, can't go on my hand there. Just so gotta kind of grip it like that. And now pesto's going to go on that side. Yeah, now we're just putting a little. We're just putting a, you know, like that. That's fine. That's good. We don't want to overload the pesto on there, because, you know, we don't want it to overpower everything else, the cheese and everything, you know. All right, so we're ready. So now, you know, the butter side goes down, right? Put our cheese on there. I'm actually going to go with 3 slices, because that cheese ain't that, it's not that thick. So let's go with 3 slices. Now on this one, probably going to do even a little bit less pesto. Just, you know, get some on there. So that's the second one. So not too much. So this pesto side down, facing the cheese. Now we just gotta let it do its thing. Probably about 3 minutes on each side. I think I will turn it back up to 5. Flipped it like a champ, if I say so myself, right? According to that timer, it's time to flip it. Just nice little butter, butter bubbling there. It's a pretty sight, huh? All right. So let's flip it and see what it looks like. Ooh, yeah, not bad, huh? Yeah. Should have got it centered more. I'll leave it just, yeah, just there we go. Just leave it there centered for just a little bit more, not much. Alright, I think I'm going to turn the heat off. Let's flip the other side and see what it looks like. I think that's good enough. What do you guys think? Some people will be like, oh, that's too done, but I like it. I dig it. So, yeah. I think that's good. Put it on my cutting board here. Alright, gonna get my rock and chop knife here and let's see how it goes. How's that look, guys? That is like almost perfectly melted. It's not dripping out, just a little bit on the side there, on the edge. Wow. And it's still kind of thick. All right, let's taste it out. Mmm. Mmm. Oh wow. Yeah. That is really good. I'm going to try another bite here just to be sure. Whoa. That makes you do this. Or the happy dance, whichever one you want to do. Wow, that was good. Definitely, again, I don't do grilled cheese that often. I definitely think the third slice of cheese helped, because that's the two, you could have got by with the two, but if you have it, you know, like if you're making one for yourself or like for two of you, I mean, if you got the extra cheese, go ahead and put that third slice on there. Because again, I don't do grilled cheese that often. I just don't. Okay? So when I do make it, yeah, I want to make it good. Right? I want to make it nice and savory and enjoyable as possible. So anyways, what did you guys think of this little twist, right? I try to do simple recipes that's not like a lot of ingredients or a lot of steps, okay? It's easy to do, but I just try to come up with things that maybe are a little different, you know, that you maybe never thought of before. I actually got this idea from my old job, because I used to work in food service. Basically, I used to deal with food. I used to do a lot of preparing, you know. I would have to do a wide variety of things. But this was one thing that we did before, you know, with the pesto grilled cheese. But I just used like regular, I think, American cheese at the time, or cheddar. So I seen this buffalo, okay, this buffalo Monterey Jack. And I'm like, ooh, that might be even better, you know, make it even better, or it definitely is even more different. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the video. I'm going to enjoy this grilled cheese sandwich while it's still warm, okay? But if this is your first time to the channel, tap that red subscribe button down there, then the bell next to it, ding ding, and that way be notified when I upload new videos. So until next time, guys, keep it retro.